Hi peeps, let me just close the door here. All right, so I'm going to be recording this Facebook Live for everybody who expressed the interest to find out more about this exciting business model. There's few of you who said they can't make it, so I'm going to leave it here in the group, so you can always come back later and ask me questions about that. And if you can join us today, then feel free to say hi and to ask me questions during this, little presentation. It's not going to be very long. I just want to introduce you to the actual model and how I discovered it. Hi, Ali. So Ali, we just started, and a few of us are going to be here today just to, go through this model. And I'm recording it for everybody who can't make it, so you have it for later on. If you have any questions about this business model that I just recently discovered, and I can't wait to share it with you, then just please ask me, and I can see your questions there. So let's start. So a few minutes ago, I posted something that's like a business model of this way to make money, basically easy and basically spare time if you don't want to do it full time. And you can find it on a Facebook group just down below. It's just like a mind map of this business. And hi Artis, nice to see you. How are you? Say hi if you can hear me. Oh yeah, actually, let me see if you can hear me, everybody. Can you hear me? Is the sound okay? So I don't want to be talking and everybody's like, I can't hear you. Just say hi. So basically, I posted this mind map in the group. Greetings to you as well. Hi. And have a look at this mind map and click on it and download it if you can, because we're going to be talking about that in a minute. I'm going to explain to you how this works. Great, thank you. So you can hear me. So that's cool. Okay, I was just wondering whether or not to put the microphone in. I wasn't sure if the internet is strong enough for everybody to hear me okay. So I'm going to be recording this so you can go back to it later, and few people asked me to record this because they can't make it at this time slot. And few people are going to be meeting me tomorrow, a Sunday at the location. So there's going to be plenty of chats involved about this business model. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you that I basically have been looking for something that's going to be a business model that is going to be really easy to do. You can do it in your spare time, and that especially for my group of corporate women, they asked me to do this. At every chat that I had with them, if they were in transition in their careers, they did not know how to solve the problem of, until they find what they really want to do, how to actually make money in the meantime. Or if they had a really, really difficult time at work, couldn't find work, their boss was crap or whatever, how to make money in that span of looking for a different job, or if they walk out on their job, how to actually survive and pay their bills until they, just go back to what they really want to do. And I've been, sort of really thinking about it for the past few years, and I just couldn't find anything. I mean, I had some ideas about different business models, but none of them really was easy. Everything required too much work, as you know. You have to graduate 3-year academy to do any kind of successful business, especially making money business. And then I found this model about, I think it was end of October, beginning of November. I heard about this and I started researching it. And I think it was 6th of November, so not even a month ago, that I thought, okay, I like this model. I heard about this model before, but when I researched it years ago, it wasn't easy to do. But now it looks like they have improved this business model, so you can actually really automate everything and make really good money with a minimum learning curve. So I went into it, sort of researched it for a few days, and I found some really fantastic people I started corresponding with to see if this is really, true. And I found that this amazing few people who made a really great money and established really great community here in Britain and one in the States. And they're really prospering from it. They're making lots of money themselves, and their students are making lots of money. So I decided, because I was in the UK, to focus on the person who was developing their business model in the UK, but it can be applied in the US as well. And basically this business model, as I said to you, it's like online arbitrage, which is basically, in short, you buying the products cheaper from the wholesalers and retailers like Argos, Tesco's, whatever it is, Smith's Toys, Debenhams, all these sort of big retailers or small retailers, it doesn't matter, for like, I don't know, £5 and selling it on Amazon for like £15, £20, and then making a profit. So it's as simple as it sounds, really. But in the past, what was difficult in the past, difficult bit was to actually find the deals and to see if they are profitable on Amazon. Because you can find a, I don't know, a toy that's like on the sale in like Tesco's for £5 or $5, and then put it on Amazon for 10 or for 8, it doesn't matter. And then it just doesn't sell. And you don't know why. And there was no way in you figuring it out, why doesn't it sell? So it was a guess game. It was like, I'm guessing if it's popular, if it's not popular. You didn't know. So in the past, it was really unreliable, and I didn't like it, and I couldn't recommend it. But now things have changed. And now I would like you to go into this mind map that I've just downloaded or uploaded into the group, just to have a look. And I'm going to be going through this mind map to tell you all the different models that you can do if you decide to have and go ahead with this business. And I have to tell you that now is the time to go ahead. It's like sort of, because now it's something that's called Q4, or like the last sort of quarter of the year, when the sales are going crazy. And I'm going to tell you, I started researching this properly on the 6th of November. I started on the 12th of November. I decided to start. I said, okay, I want to test this model. I like it. I think it's going to work. So I signed up for my programs to learn the program, how it works. There's a program I'm going to give you and recommend you to do if you decide to go this route. And I signed up with all the service providers, and I basically like established my system that is fully automated, like almost fully automated. So I have to like pay attention to it like maybe 2 hours per day now. And now is what 1st of December. So it hasn't even been like 2.5 weeks. Like, so it's that easy. All right, so let's go into this sort of like mind map or a cheat sheet, how to fully automate your online arbitrage business. So have a look at your map. So basically what you have to do, there are like 4 steps to this business. The first step is on your top right, which is like this blue line, blue-purple line, which is the sourcing the products. So in the past, if you look at the top, it says copy and paste. So this was the model that I knew existed in the past, with some of the people that were talking to me about this. They were interested in coming to this like Facebook Live. They were telling me, well, I tried this and it didn't really work. Well, I tried this and it didn't really work, because you did not know, will it work? So if you buy a product, will it really work? So copy paste means that you found a product on Tesco or somewhere else, Smith's Toys, Debenhams for £5, and then you would put it into the Amazon and you just like wait for the miracle to happen. Like that didn't really work. So it was spending time and money and not knowing, and it was like a guess game. And then as a second thing that you can do is to semi-automate this by applying the software that people have invented in the meantime, that actually helps you find out whether or not you will, sell this, find it and sell it. So basically sourcing with these softwares, you can choose the mogul, like Source Mogul. Basically, why is that good? It helps you find great products. So you sort of go into this software, you input your requirements, and it finds you products that have a great ROI, great profits, and it tells you whether or not they can be sold really well on Amazon. And it's really easy to use, this one. The second piece of software you can use, it's called Tactical Arbitrage, and it's also a great tool, but it has a really steep learning curve. And I have to tell you that I'm not using any of these two. I'm not using Source Mogul, I'm not using Tactical at all, and I'm going to tell you why and what is it that I'm using, because I want it really, really easy. But I want to explain to you, so you can see what kind of choices you have. Basically, you can choose it for yourself. Depends how much time you've got. And the third way is like FBA Wizard, also similar sourcing sort of software that can explain to you and help you find the products. The one that I'm using, because I want to be smart and have lots of free time, is the automated, basically it's called Bookable VA. And it's basically a service from the amazing woman that I've sort of recently got to know, with lots of principle and integrity, and really helpful and really knowledgeable, who also started in this business about a year ago. And now she's already VAT registered. That's how much money she's making. Okay, so this is not a joke. This is like really easy to do when you know how. So this is her service that she established also. It's like basically an app called Bookable VA that is finding products for you, telling you the ROIs, the best ROIs. They're always over 30%. And it's telling you why is it good, why is it not good, and explaining to you everything about the products. And then when you integrate this product into your Facebook, into your Amazon, it basically tells you everything that you need to know about this product, whether or not it's going to sell, how many was sold, what is the predicting it's going to go for, how fast it's going to sell. So you know everything about it. So I decided to go for this service. Why not? Ta-da! So this is what I do recommend, and I'm going to give you the link for that later on with some like coupon codes and everything else that you already have there. And the second thing, after finding the product and understanding whether or not it's going to sell and for how much and how much profit you're going to make and how fast you're going to be selling it. Second thing is for you to know, do not just jump into it. Don't trust anything or anyone fully before you know what's actually going on. So yes, there's some learning that needs to be done. There is some learning curve. It's not steep, it is easy. So the second thing you have to do basically is to analyze for yourself the deal that you've been sent or you've been found. So if you decide to go to copy and paste because it's cheap and it's free, basically it's free, or semi-automated, it does cost, but you know, it's fine. You still need to know what you're doing big time. Or to go to Bookable VA, which sends you everything, like on autopilot, just sends you great deals. I do recommend always for you to analyze and double check everything. That's what everybody recommends. So just basically so that you understand your own business model. So analyzing. So how you can do this? The first, there's a green line there that says step 2, analyzing. So it's like a manual way, do it yourself. And there's something that's called Keeper. Basically, it's an application that's going to tell you all about the product. And then later on, if you want to learn things from me, you will see all these charts and graphs on Amazon that basically tell you, you know, how fast it's been selling, how often, how many things are being sold, how many sellers are there, what's your competition, whether or not Amazon is competing with you, which is a big thing, if Amazon actually is competing with you or not. You see how much I know, and I've been on it for like 2 weeks only. So basically, you have a look at this Keeper, and you inbuild this. It's a free tool. And you launch your Amazon account, like a buyer's account, your normal account, and then it's in there. It basically, like you go to some like toy or like food or clothing, whatever it is, electronics, and this Keeper chart appears underneath of this product, and it starts telling you within a graph what's going on. So what you need to do basically is just to learn how to read these graphs. And basically, it's an essential tool. It's always been highly recommended. So even when I get my deals through Bookable VA, like already done and served to me on the plate, I do go to Keeper, and I just have a look around. So, you know, what else can I see that BuyBoot Pro is not telling me? But BuyBoot Pro is basically telling me everything. So I'm going to go to that next. So this Keeper is free. Why not? Have fun with it and have a look and deepen your knowledge with that. Second one is automated analysis. So BuyBoot Pro is basically a paid piece of software, which is designed by Karen. This is like an amazing woman that, you know, I mentioned. So why did they design this tool? And this tool has changed everything in regards to this business. So this is where this difficult part of not knowing stops. So this tool basically tells you everything that you need to know about the products. Basically, what it does for you, it analyzes the deals for you. It basically reads this free tool that I just told you about called Keeper. It analyzes it for you and includes all essential analysis information, such as if you input the buy price, £5, and the price that it's been currently selling on Amazon, it tells you how many sellers, what's your competition. It tells you like so many things. Let me just have a look, you know, what is my thing telling me so I can describe it to you. Okay, so basically it tells you what is the seller's rank. So if the seller's rank is like amongst like first 3%, that means it's selling really fast. It is really popular. And actually this tool tells you this, so you don't have to guess anymore whether or not this product is like popular or not, or whether or not you will ever going to sell it. And it tells you if you're eligible to sell it or not. Basically, not everybody is eligible to sell everything. So for instance, when you first start, Amazon will not let you sell some products that have some hazardous chemicals in it, because they need somebody to be registered for that. And it tells you whether or not it does have these things, so you don't waste your time with it, right? Because not every product is going to tell you, oh, sorry, I have like, you know, hazardous chemicals, do not sell me. It's just not going to happen. And it's going to tell you how many that you should buy according to your budget. So you tell this little piece of software, how much money do you have to start? So for instance, you can start with $500 or £500. And you say, okay, this is my budget. How many do you think I should buy? And it tells you 1, 2, 3, or don't buy, right? So it really tells you everything. It tells you profit margin. It tells you what is the break-even price. So basically you can see if you buy this product for £9, for instance, sell price is 19, and then suddenly throughout like next month or two, it just drops. It tells you your break-even price point is going to be £13.77, in which if you sell for this price, you will not lose the money, which is really important now, isn't it? Right? And then it tells you your total costs of shipping, prepping, and all of that. And then it tells you your profit. This is like £5.29 or 58.78% ROI or return on investment, which is really good. And then it tells you the score. And the score is like basically, why would you buy this product? Why would you not buy this product? So this piece of software is absolutely fantastic for you to actually decide whether or not you are going to go for it. Because some people, for instance, like ROI of like 30, 35, 40% is good for them. Some people would not touch that. They would want like 50, 60, 70% ROI. That's what I like. And I like the products to be amongst number one on a seller's like sort of BSR of how fast it's selling, how popular it's selling. So everybody decides for themselves on their own criteria. So basically you are controlling, you know, your own business. So this is the analyzing part. The third part is preparation of these products. So basically when you order the product from Debenhams, Tesco, whatever it is, you decide whether or not you're going to be packing this in the boxes and selling it to your customer, or you're going to be sending it directly from Tesco into somebody like a third party who's going to professionally prepare all of your products, and when they're ready, properly prepared, they're going to be sending it to Amazon FBA, which is like fulfillment and a way to do the process. So basically, if you're going to do it by yourself, which is like really much cheaper, then you need to know like how to do this properly, because Amazon is very strict. And if you like prepping it yourself, packing and packaging, sticking the labels, bubble wrapping, and you know, doing all of this stuff, then you can do this yourself. For me, I absolutely hate doing that. And trust me, when I had some, you know, I'm a hoarder. I like whatever I buy, I keep. I never get rid of anything. So you know what? After like 20 years of shopping, right, I had so much stuff around the house. I didn't know what to do with it. You know, I thought it's going to be such a shame to just throw it away or, you know, do something. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give something to my charity. But some other things they just didn't want to take. So I'm like, what am I going to do with it, all of this stuff? And I had like, so I said, okay, I'm going to buy the shed, right? So I then bought the shed and I put it in the garden and I unloaded all this stuff in the shed. So what happened after a year? I went into the shed and I went into the stuff and I thought, oh my God, all of this stuff is just because of the winter and the mold. It was like stinky, there was like stuff on it. It was basically destroyed. All the clothes were destroyed, shoes, books, whatever, electricals. So I had to throw it away anyway. So I thought, I'm never going to do that again. So then I was hoarding again, and I again had so much stuff. So I thought, what am I going to do with all this stuff? I just don't know why people do this, right? So why do we shop again? You know, hello? So then I started selling stuff and all of that, and I put stuff on eBay and I started making money. Honestly, I made a couple of £1,000 on eBay just from selling my own stuff, like, you know, secondhand. I thought, wow, this is actually fantastic. However, I absolutely hated packing and then going to the post office with 10 items that I sold, and everybody in the post office looking at me funny, like, what the hell is she doing with 10 things? And we have to wait for like half an hour till she sells it. So I'm like, I really don't like prepping. I don't like shipping. I don't like any of that. So what I would like to recommend to you, actually, if you want to automate this, is to go with prep centers. So what happens with the prep centers? Basically, you buy the product from Tesco, Amazon, not Amazon, but Tesco and some other stuff, and you send it to this prep center, which is this company that is going to organize everything for you. And then they're going to send everything to the Amazon. That's basically Amazon fulfillment center. And Amazon then controls everything. And when you do this, it's basically automated. You don't touch the product, you don't bullshit around the packing and all that. It's all automated. So then you have more time to actually find new products and source new things and find the money to put into this business. So you basically free yourself to be more creative. So let me just switch this off because it's like buzzing. So basically what I would recommend to you is to automate if you can. So find a good prep center, and there's some recommendations for you if you want to do this. In the UK, it's Easy Prep UK, and in the US, it's Prime Zero Prep. This is what's been recommended by the people that I've been learning stuff from, and they're really, really good. I've been like doing this with Easy Prep UK. They are absolutely fantastic. The level of organization with these people is astounding. I really, really, really recommend them. And I told them when they're ready to have affiliates, I want to recommend them to others. And I'm going to talk to your affiliate model as well, because it's included in this too. So that was the third step, which is prepping and shipping. And then the fourth step is actually selling, right? See? And then in a selling, you have like 3 different things to choose from. The first step you need to do is to choose your repricer. A repricer is just basically a piece of, you know, software or way to do things that you keep yourself competitive in the sales market, sales place. I don't think that eBay has that. You basically always have to sort of keep an eye on it. But Amazon is a highly sophisticated machine that holds about, I think, 45% of all selling platforms globally. So basically Amazon is the beast of sales. So when you put your product in Amazon, bloody hell, you're riding, man. You cannot, there's almost nothing that can go wrong, right? So what you need to do, you take the repricer. The one that is called, like, there's one on the top called Repricer Express, which you can choose. Basically, you set your parameters, you know, how much you really want to sell for, what's the lowest price and what's the top price. So basically, on these parameters, these repricers go up and down. Amazon free repricer, I do recommend starting with this. I'm using it. Everybody who doesn't have like more than 10,000 worth of stock is using that, because there's no need to use any other, you know, a repricer. But what does this Amazon repricer do actually is that it reprices down only. So basically, if somebody is like competing with you, your repricer is going to go downwards. So you have to be aware of that and set your prices accordingly. But that's going into more detail. And the other one, which I haven't tried, is Be Cool. Apparently this one is really good, and it allows you much more flexibility, and it's also going to go upwards and is going to tell you, like, if the, you know, sort of value of the stock is going up, your price is going to be matching that. So you basically make more money. So that's why this one is good. Also, when we're talking about selling, you can go in 2 ways. One is called merchant fulfilled, which is you buying product coming to your home address, you packaging it and, you know, sort of packing it, and then when it's sold, you are sending it to your customer. Basically, that's what I was doing when I was dealing with eBay. So I had all of this stuff at home. They were already mine. And then when I put them on eBay, I waited for them to be sold. When they were sold, I basically packed them up or told people to come pick them up. And basically, that's how I was doing it. That's called merchant fulfilled. So you can do it that way. So it's going to be cheap for you to start, but it does require more time of you and requires you to understand the labeling and what to put in a polybagging, what are the laws about which toys require some label like hazardous or dangerous swallowing or whatever it is. You need to be aware of these things. Personally, honestly, I can't be bothered with all of that. So I will not do it, and I do not recommend that, but it's going to be up to you basically. The third way is automated FBA. Basically what that means is that you use the prep center, or you do it yourself and send it to Amazon. So then Amazon deals with everything, but you need to prepare it yourself properly. So basically what Amazon does for you is ships for you when it's sold, picks stuff for you, recommends stuff for you, store it for you, and is packing for you. So basically Amazon is doing everything for you. So I think that this is like been like really short and quick overview of whole of this business. And if you have any questions, do ask me down. Now, yeah, the tool isn't cheap. Yeah, £99 a month minimum. Are you talking about, which tool are you talking about, Ali? Okay, so I'm going to go and tell you about the prices of these so you know. And I'm going to tell you, let me see if I can share this, the screen of mine. You see, that's the minus with the Facebook Live. You can't share your screen while you're doing this Facebook Live. But let me see if I can just send anything here. I'm going to just share with you my figures, how I started. So basically they recommend to start with at least £500 or dollars with this business. And what I did, I started with like 2,000. That was my investment, because I actually saw the sense in this business model, and I decided to go for it full on. And the reason why I decided to go for it full on in this Q4 or the fourth quarter of the year is because now the sales are like going through the roof. So I just sort of sat down for about 3 days and I said, okay, you know, I do understand that it's sort of easy. I do understand there are risks involved. I do understand that I have to spend about £300 this month just for these services, for the software and everything else. But what I also understood is that I can make, if I sort of put in £1,000, I can make 1,500, which is going to repay all of my services, plus is going to leave me 200 a profit. So I thought, okay, whether or not I will do this, I was a bit like whatever, but I said, okay, I'm going to do this because I really want to see if this is going to work. So I started investing, and with the service of sourcing and giving me products and learning everything, I realized it's actually working. And actually, I want to show you some other stuff. The people from my group were sharing their sales this week and the last week. I'm going to just show you. I don't know if you can see this. So I'm going to show you a few screenshots they shared with us yesterday. So these are their like profits and what they were doing. So you can see, sorry. So this is like product sales here. So 16.3K in the last 30 days. So this is how much these people or this person has been like getting in sales, 177% previous 30 days. So now is the time to actually do this, buy and sell. This is one. This is the second one. Let me just I don't know where to put this phone. So yesterday, by the end of the day, this person made 5,355. Same day last week, 4,625 in sales. Okay, so there's another person. There's like the third person. Okay, 69 in sales today. Product sales last 30 days, 6,225, 133% up. Right, 8 units so far sold today, 195% in like comparison to last year. So obviously this person has either started last year and just keeps on going, and like to sell 6,000 in 30 days, you know. And these people, most of them, from what I know, have started with like 500 to 1,000 pounds, like when they started, like I did. So this is another one. This is like, I think, seller who's been doing this for a few years now. Okay, hold on. So it's like 4,687 sales so far today, just in one day. 189 units. A unit means just like one toy or one product or one stuff. Product sales this month, 79,000 this month, okay? And this is up by 165% in comparison to last month, which means this is now the time to sell, right? And this is another one. This is the girl I've been like sort of talking to more. She's like fairly new, and she sold the last 30 days 11,000 stuff. Like she had this amount of sales, right? 41% up in the previous 30 days. So this is just like these people just been sharing this like yesterday with us on the group. So yes, it does require some investment, and I was a bit like cringing whether or not it's going to be good for most people. But when you do understand the model, when you decide that this is the right thing for you, because it is fairly easy. I mean, I started on the 6th of November. I signed up for services, blah, blah, blah. And I started buying stock on the 12th of November. And now I have bought, I invested, I decided, honestly, I thought 500, and I thought 500 is not going to really cut it. And then I did some calculations to see whether or not my profit is going to increase if I double the stock and if I double the investment, and it will. And it makes better sense to actually invest more to make a better profit in the end of the day. So basically what I have decided to do, I'm sharing you just what I did. So I originally wanted to start with 500 just to test the model. And then I realized that Q4 is the best sort of how do you call it, season to buy and sell, to actually sell. So I decided to buy stuff on Black Friday, on like, you know, to then resell, and I'm still buying them today. These deals are coming every single day, so you can choose and pick amongst all the deals that you wanted. So right now, I think it's been like a week or so. No, it's actually like, so if I start on the 12th, so it's been 2 weeks. First week, I'm going to tell you how much I invested and how much I was working. So the first week, I was still going through this program, which actually took me 3 days to actually go through all the modules. But that's because I'm a slow sort of learner, to be honest. And so I spent about 1 week. I spent 7 days, every day 5 hours learning this process, and then thinking about it and how much I'm going to invest, and but I felt that it was so easy in comparison to years back when it wasn't easy. And because I have this experience of selling on eBay and on Amazon, I sold some stuff on Amazon 10 years ago. And honestly, it's like I put some books there and just they were not selling, and then somebody was selling, and then I had to pack it, and I forgot to pack it, and then they were complaining, where is my book? And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot the book. Oh my God. So it was just such an easy model for me now. So after initial first week, I basically spent 2 hours per day involved just basically finding like these products that I wanted to sell that have been sent to me. I just analyzed them to see if I like it. Do I have a good feeling about them? And to see if the numbers match. And then I would just invest or not invest. And it was like 2 hours per day work involved. So now what's going to be happening? So I invested. I'm going to tell you exactly how much. I total spent on the products £2,344. And what my profit is going to be, total earning before tax, is going to be 3,625. So basically what happens, if you invest, for instance, 2,000, you have total sales of 3,000, and your profit is going to be 1,000. So basically it's like, 1/3. And my ROI, or return on investment, currently is 62%, 62.60%. So this is what happens. I don't know if you're good with numbers or not, but this is excellent. really excellent. And that's what I've been able to do with all of these services that are, yes, a little bit steep to invest, especially when you don't understand why would you do this. But I hope that I've been explaining to you why. And the most of all, it's so easy. The learning curve is easy. There are a few bits and pieces you have to learn. Obviously, it's not like, for somebody who does not want to learn anything. You do need to put time and effort into it. I did. But it's much easier than any business model that I've ever found anywhere on earth. If you have found any easier, let me know so that I can give that to people as well and recommend it. But this one, it's just so easy. So I hope that's been helpful to you to understand the business model. And now what I would recommend to you is to just go and research a bit more about this business model yourself. Just look for Amazon arbitrage, or this is specifically online arbitrage. But there are others that you can explore, like a retail arbitrage, which has a completely different model that I don't know. I decided not to do this because I want to be location independent, so that I can travel the world and still sell from UK. And then if I decide, go to the US, but I don't have to be there physically. So online arbitrage is something that I recommend if you want to be independent completely. If you do not care about this, then it's a retail arbitrage. So basically that involves downloading the application on your phone and going to the shops, some popular shops where you're at, like Home Depot, for instance, if you're in the US, and going there, finding some products on sale and scanning the barcode, and it tells you, how is this ranking on Amazon and whether or not it's good for you to buy. So that's also something that you can do if you like shopping, if you have plenty of time and you don't mind buying stuff and taking them home to you. So it's like but it's a different model. I don't know exactly how it works. Because I know for everything to work, you have to have a really good business model, and I don't know it, so for me to be guessing, I can't give you the advice. I only know the online arbitrage. So, okay, so what I'm going to do next is, if you decide to go and get the course that I went through, and it taught me everything that I needed to know in like 3 days. If you're a fast learner, then maybe it's going to take you 1 day because that was like a 1-day event that was recorded with all of these tips and updates. And the person who is actually recording this is like a millionaire now, and he started from being like a kid from the council estate, really poor. He was like seen as a loser by his family, by his girlfriend, by his friends. He just barely finished school. He was like really crap in school himself, and just was really broke. He didn't know what to do and how to make money. And his destiny was to be a loser like the rest of his friends. Like when I say loser, meaning monetary loser, like somebody who just didn't make anything out of his life. And he started doing this model, and now he's a millionaire. Really nice person, really positive. And for me, it's very important to work with good people. And that's what I like to surround myself with. So this is not just about money, it's about actually community and being happy with people who are around you. And when you join this community, they're actually really, really helpful. So when I joined, I didn't know anything. So I had like a lot of questions, and I was asking them in his group. And there were people answering. Basically, this group is 20,000 people strong. 20,000. So it's not a small thing. And they're really friendly, and they're really helpful and genuine, and they're sharing their data. I mean, what people out there would share their financial data. It's just not something that people share, right? These people do. So like, look what we're doing. If you need some help and tips, we're going to give this to you. So why not? It's like really, really cool. And it can be really, really easy if this is something that is interesting for you. Like for me, shopping is not interesting, but I've seen that this model is like really great, that figures do match, and I like my numbers. Figures match, and it's like actually really, really great business model, and it's not taking too much of my time. Obviously, there's still plenty to learn for me. I know that, and I do want to learn a lot more about this business model. But what I did so far in the last 3 weeks, that's all that I need to do. Just automate everything even more, learn the ropes, how you go with the software, and where everything needs to be clicked on, and that's about it. So I decided to go for it. I decided to take the risk and take the plunge and invest more than, like 4 times more than I originally wanted. And because I know that's going to be paying off, because it's not a big deal. So that's about it. So if you wanted to go for this course, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know in much more detail than I just did today. I'm going to upload the document into this group, like within like next 5 minutes. And there you will find the links there. They're affiliate links, because I know that this model is like absolutely the best in the world. There's nothing better than this model with all the softwares that these people have invented. So I am also improving my business model and making more money by being affiliate to these people. So this is also part of the business model. Once you learn how to sell using all the product, you immediately become an affiliate and basically offset your cost of investing in this, Ali, by finding people who will go and get this model themselves. So basically, when you become an affiliate, you will offset your costs directly through that too. So this is part of the business model. So it's like really smart, and it's really like a sort of self-sustaining, and it's like so easy, and it's very friendly. So I hope that sort of you like this business model, and it's going to help you in deciding whether or not you're going to go for it. If you have any questions whatsoever, just ask me, like either now or like after. If you have questions now, just post them and I'm going to answer them now. If you think of something later, then ask me, just send me a message and I'll reply to it. And now I will upload the document with all the links, my affiliate links. So the only thing that I'm going to be asking is for you to research this properly. And if you like it, to use my affiliate link. Therefore, you're going to be joining my tribe. And then I'm going to be teaching you how to get people involved in this business more, because I've been doing like this kind of coaching and marketing and everything for years. I know all the ropes there, but this is new to me. So I would like to create my own beautiful group of happy sellers and profitable business people in this group. So I think that's all for now. I don't think there's any questions. I'm going to be ending live video and uploading the sheet with all the links that you can use, so you can research things more and see more about this business, and let me know what you think about it. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and see you soon. And if you're coming tomorrow, then see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the wheat chip. So we hope we're going to be having like great weather. Okay, bye.